Yo, what's up? This your boy Big Prodigy, South Central Cartel.
You big, your boy Young Prodigy from the South Central Cartel.
And you already know from day one, we've been down with Dub CNN.
You bitch you.
Alright, Dub CNN here with South Central Cartel's own Big Prodigy and Young Prod. What's good with y'all?
What's good with it, man?
Solid,
Man, good hanging in there, man. Sure, I know y'all recently been pushing some new stuff online. I know you got the I know you had the To The West, and I know the LOL came out. So first, let's start with that. You know what I'm saying? What y'all doing right now? What y'all pushing? What's the mission?
Man, we just finna start flooding it, man. You know what I mean? We got tons of music. You know what I mean? So we just, Prod was like, man, we just gotta put it out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we hit him with the To The West. We're gonna do a few more vids for that.
Right.
And then me and him, the LOL was me and him together.
Right,
doing,
right.
You know, just me and him. And he got like 4 albums.
Okay.
You know, that's
okay.
in the trenches that we need to just go ahead and let people get a whiff of.
We damn sure gonna push it. You already know.
You
Just
feel me?
you already know. Just shoot me the link and everything. So, the LOL, the new single, that's gonna be off a new project, or
That's gonna be off me and the Prodigy
you
project.
you and the project, Young Prod.
Yeah.
Okay.
We calling that the Prodigy project.
Oh, the Prodigy project.
Yeah.
Dope, like that. All right, all right. And To The West.
To the West.
Tell everybody, like, you know what I'm saying, who on there, what, you know what I'm saying, what they can expect on that.
South Central Cartel, man. On To The West, man, that's, basically the core.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is me, Young Prod, Havoc, not Havoc. Havoc.
Okay, got you.
Because
Got
it's
you.
2 Havocs.
Right, well, one is the mouthpiece.
Not the mouthpiece,
Okay.
the rhyme son.
Got it.
And LV.
And LV.
So basically, we got together, man, and we did that one. And we did that album. After we finished that album, Havoc retired.
Okay, got it. Got
You know
it.
what I mean?
Got
But
it.
he came in and did that album with us. And then he retired, man.
After that, after the To The West album.
Yep.
Y'all go get that. That's what, you know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, people say they retired and then they end
come
up
back.
trying to come back and keep it going. So he probably be back on them. I don't think he never quit rapping.
Right.
It's just, whatever.
Right.
I ain't gonna get all off into it. It's all
For
good.
sure. Well, let's spin off of that, because we got Prodigy and Young Prod in the building. Let's spin off of that. We talked about some of the members. Who are the original South Central Cartel members, and how did the group originate originally? Because a lot of people out there, I keep my ear to know what's going on and everything, and y'all legendary in the game. I know, you know what I'm saying. But some people, they sleep. You know what I'm trying to say. Stuff like that. I see. So, how did were the original members, and how did the group originally start?
The original members were me, Prodigy, Havoc the Rhyme Son, Havoc the Mouthpiece, DJ Chaos,
Okay.
DJ Grip,
Okay.
LV,
LV.
and then there was another member named Lover G.
Okay. Got it.
That's the original South Central Cartel.
And what year did that?
Well, SCC was around in the late 80s.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Y'all cracked off in the in the early 90s.
Doing the groundwork,
Okay.
grinding it out in the, club scene, whatever.
Right.
And then our first album came out, I want to say 91.
91, 92, something like that.
The end of 91, we dropped Gangsta Love.
Okay.
Yiggas Clown Gangsta Love happened right at the end of 91. And then the album
Carried
South Central
over.
Madness came out in 92.
That's right. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the way the SCC came about, man, was basically, I had been grinding it out through the 80s, trying to get my thing going, right? So during that journey, be it the streets, whatever I'm doing in the streets, you know what I mean? And
Yes,
then, so I'm meeting people.
Right.
In the hood, I'm meeting LV. Me and LV grew up on the same block.
Yo. Okay.
So LV used to be walking through the hood blowing. you know what I mean? And I'm out there, little knucklehead, doing what I'm doing. I'm like, dude, I rap. When I get on, I'm putting you on. I told you.
Right.
So, at the time, I wasn't even, nobody knew I could even rap. I was doing my dirt in the street. But, and in the midst of that, so later on, when I started taking the rap a little serious,
Right.
I was doing a lot of groundwork with DJ Chaos.
Okay.
DJ Chaos used to be in a group, a breakdance group called the Majestics.
Okay.
Way back, man. They was OG though in the
Okay.
streets. And
He
so
became a DJ after that.
he became a DJ. Well, he's found out I rap.
Oh, so
and
he jumped
you know,
on
he
that.
wanted to be involved.
Got it.
So he went and bought him a little drum machine, and we would be in his room just, you know, doing what we was doing.
Yeah.
He became DJ Chaos
Okay.
as time went. Me and Harry, the Rhyme Son, as kids, just used to be walking around the neighborhood just rapping together.
Right. So rap, you and Havoc the Rhyme Son.
That's my first cousin.
Okay, got it.
Havoc the Rhyme Son, my
Got
first
it.
cousin.
Got it. Okay.
And so me and Havoc the Mouthpiece, I met him later.
Okay.
He was trying to talk to my sister or something, and you know, he seen me outside writing some rhymes or whatnot.
Okay.
He was like, "What you do, man? You rap?" I'm like, "Yeah, I rap." He was like, "Man, my father is one of the Shy Lights, one of his,
Yeah, the
you
Shy
know,
Lights. Yeah, the singers. I'm an R&B group. Yeah.
his pops was Squirrel from the Shy Lights."
Wow.
So, you know, of course, so he get and the boy can talk.
Okay. That's why I got that name.
Gift of gab. I gave him the name
Okay.
because he talk his ass off, right? So, you know, he got to talking that good talk. Like, man, if you let me, you know, get in, man, I can hook you up. So, you know, I wanted to get on. So I'm like, okay, your dad wanted to shout out. Anyway, that's how Havoc, the Mouthpiece, got in. So,
That's crazy.
me and Chaos had already been kind of just doing the groundwork, going around. We would go hang outside of Macola Records, just doing this what you
Hanging
do
out
to try to
CDs,
get
so
on.
that's
Yeah,
right,
trying
right.
to tapes at the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, trying to get
Yeah.
on. So Havoc the Mouthpiece comes into it, and Havoc he immediately takes it to another level.
Okay.
Not as far as us getting the deal, but the grind, right?
Okay.
So Havoc,
Pushing it.
and Havoc, he made some stuff happen that
Okay.
changed the game for us,
Okay.
right? So Havoc comes in, and then it's pretty much me and Havoc.
All right.
Chaos still there, but me and Havoc is grinding it out, right?
Right.
Havoc one day, Havoc decides he used to call Lisa Cannon all the time at K-Day, the original K-Day.
The original
all
K-Day,
the time.
mhm.
So one day we went down to K-Day.
Okay.
At K-Day we met a guy named Ken Neal, who ended up hooking us up with the first real producer that we ever had.
Okay.
Because
okay.
at first, before that, I was just rapping to beats.
Different beats.
But no real music. You know, Chaos would just make some drum beats,
Right.
and I would just rap to him.
Right,
We didn't know what the
right.
hell we was doing. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we got with a producer named Chris Johnson that took our stuff to the next level, man. And I
Okay.
ended up doing a song a long time ago called Smooth Criminal.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know about that.
Yeah, I
shit,
can
right?
know about that. Like,
He used to play on K-Day back in the day.
Alright,
See,
alright.
at the time, that was before I was even Prodigy. You
Okay,
see.
okay.
I was a whole nother person at
Okay,
this time.
okay.
So that's why a lot of people don't know.
Wow.
So from that, you know, me and Havoc, we began, Havoc started knocking on doors, man, you know,
Got
and I started getting a feeling like, you know what, dude, something gonna
This
crack.
shit gonna work.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And then, you know, so in the midst of that, you know, it was a couple of other little levels that I went, you know, because by the time me and Havoc started really pushing, I had became Prodigy, you know. I got the name Prodigy because this producer who we got plugged up with, we would go to his house and do music. At the time, what he was doing was, you know how LL had I Need Love?
Right.
And then there was another record that came out where they remade the song and a girl was rapping on it.
Okay.
He would do those type of records.
Like
Like she had one called You Had Love. or
Weird Al Yankovic type stuff.
something
Like
similar,
parody.
but
She'd do a parody of it.
Parody.
Not a
That's what I was looking
parody,
for.
but a female version. So
Okay.
LL said, I need love. The girl, she came back and said, you had love, but you messed it up.
Got it. Kind of like the
response
Scrubs
song.
and Pigeons response. Mhm.
Right.
Right.
So he was good at that. That's what he was doing. Very good producer. It's just he wasn't hip hop.
Okay.
He
Some
wasn't
more
hip-hop.
R&B type
More
shit.
R&B.
Okay.
So when we started doing music with him, he was giving us dope beats, but they was just not raw. They wasn't
They
raw,
wasn't
man. You know
rap
what I mean?
beats.
They
It was
wasn't
R&B
rugged.
beats. Right.
So-
You could use like one or two of those on the shit. But yeah.
It sounded good, but it just wasn't that rawness that I
Right.
wanted. So that's how I started producing. I started coming in with the ideas, right?
Right.
I would bring the ideas to him, so we started getting that rawness. So that's how the producing came in. At the time, I was just a rapper,
Right.
but I had to start helping him produce so we can get the sound that I wanted us to have.
Right.
So, you know, I just got good at this. You know, I got good at that shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like
He was
co-producing, basically.
co-producing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But see, the thing was, so, you know, and he was like, dude, you like a prodigy at this shit. And that's how the name came along. He started calling, the producer started calling me that. And it kind of stuck.
Dope.
You feel me?
Got
For
you.
all you motherfuckers that think I stole somebody else's name.
I was gonna mention
But,
that. I was gonna mention that. Before I mention that though,
You know?
I'm kicking the Young Prod. Is it like related?
That's my brother.
Brother. Okay. Got it. So I figured, you know what I'm saying? Or little homie from the hood, one of the two.
Young Prod came down the line.
You
So
feel
let me
me?
just finish how the SEC started. So anyway,
Okay.
man, when I started feeling like it was gonna crack, I knew something was finna happen.
right.
I was telling Havoc, I'm like, man, you know what, dude, all these cats that I done been with through the years, let's just do a group.
Dog.
That's how the
That
South
was
Central
deep. Y'all one of the
Cartel
deeper
came.
crews
Oh, it was a lot of them.
Yeah, I used to watch the video. I was like, this is your little brother.
Right.
All right, you know what I'm trying to say, and like you told me before, and basically when y'all got to Def Jam, he started to shine.
Well, because when we got to Def Jam, I was like full throttle producing.
Okay.
And Russell had me in the studio remixing like a Public Enemy joint, had me like a
Oh, so you were doing the beats?
I did all our beats forever. Like the first album I
I
co-produced.
didn't know that.
The second album I full throttle was
The beats
doing
was
on
hard.
In
That
Gas
was
We
one of
Trust,
that was
I
one of
produced.
yeah. That was
That
one
was
of
me.
y'all
Yeah.
trademarks. The type of that sound, that LA.
Yeah.
To me, I
tell
call it the
fools
South
all
Central sound because
I
it's
tell
a real
fools all
South
the time
Central
we had
sound.
our own sound. We wasn't like really on the G funk
Right,
the way everybody else was doing.
Right.
We
You know,
would do
Long Beach,
whatever the
Compton
hell.
was on like the G-Funk. Y'all had that South Central sound. Like, I remember
Like
that.
if you listen to
y'all
gang
defined
stories,
that.
bro, the gang wasn't nothing like that.
Got another gang story to tell you. Yeah,
wasn't nothing like that happening. I was the only one doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Nobody ever done it since. You know what? On some real shit. Just being honest.
I remember gang stories. That's my one. Yeah, man.
had
What was
people-
MC8 on that one?
Yeah. Well, I'd sampled him and put him in the
Right.
hood.
But
Because he was, we
in
had
the video
same,
though.
We had the same lawyer. So,
Okay.
we was linked.
Okay.
Like
Got it.
that.
Got
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, that was
you
a
know.
classic. For those that don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Serving them heat. So you were the producer.
I produced, though. That's In Gas We Trust was me, all me.
Wow, I did
That
not
was-
know
yeah,
that.
That was all me.
I did not know that. Okay.
First one, me and Chris.
Okay.
Together.
Right.
The second one, that was me.
And-
Since then.
And when you are at Def Jam, that's when he started just to basically
Pride,
come into
well,
the fold.
When Russell then wanted me to stay and do some remixes, we was going on promo tour for the In Gas We Trust album. He went in my place,
Got it.
and that was it.
Got it. Got it.
He went out there and killed it.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Got it.
And that was the end of it. He got to deal with Def Jam.
Got it.
You know, they never put his
Dog.
album out, but he was signed.
Never knew that.
Yeah, he was signed with 2 groups.
Never
He
knew
could
that.
tell you that.
You want to talk about that a little bit? Young Pro, man. You know what I'm saying? Your the album that never got released. Then
I mean, shit. Basically, like when Pride, Pride was busy, so I went on the road. I was about 13, 14 years old, man. I went on the road. I had the opportunity to rap on Sway and Tech back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Russell happened to have been listening. So when I rapped, he called Pride, like, who was that? Pride, like, that's my little brother. Because Russell didn't know, per se, who went.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He ain't, I got down, Russell heard, he called my brother. He was like, who was that? He like, man, that's my little brother. That's Young Pride. Tell him he got a deal when he get home.
wow.
So as soon as I got back home, paperwork, had a deal, you know what I mean? Worked on the album. Album was dope, man. Put together the whole album. We turned it in, finished, but at the same time, Pride and Mouthpiece had dropped the Havoc and Prodigy project.
Okay.
And G's on the Move had blew the fuck up.
G's on the
You know what I'm
move. I
saying?
remember that was my one.
And that was featuring Scheme, Evil Scheme. Russell heard him.
Okay.
Man, I want him too.
Okay.
But once you ask Young Pride to do an album with him, you know what I mean? So I signed another deal on Def Jam. Now I got 2 deals on Def Jam. We got
Solo
Evil
and a group.
Evil Side. So man, we work on that album, and then politics.
Politics.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like throwing nobody under the bus, so politics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, Did it ever get re-released, that album?
We gonna put them out.
No,
Okay.
we
Oh, y'all stay tuned for that, though.
Yeah,
you know what
we
I'm saying? That's class. That's the definition.
They heavyweight. They still compete today. Like, still,
Right.
Timeless
Like,
shit.
That's timeless shit. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's like priceless classic shit that always can be released and, you know, and profited off of all that good. You know what I'm trying to say?
Snapshot. Take you back to what it was.
Exactly. Because like I said, a lot of people
That's
sleep.
That's that official. Ain't nothing. We did it then.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, a lot of people sleep on that at Def Jam. How was your time there? No, I don't know nothing about us like.
Well, like he said, we ain't gonna. You know, at this point, I'm over the shit. But you know, man, I mean, look, we can't. Def Jam took us from here to there. So you know, on a certain level, it was cool. Only I'm gonna say Def Jam just didn't know what the hell to do with the shit that we was doing.
It was more of an East Coast.
It was more of an
not
East Coast
more of
or
it was. It's
yeah,
simply
that,
more of it
and,
was an East Coast label.
you know, like
Exactly,
with the
exactly.
SEC, man, we never been like on no coattails.
Right.
It just was the South Central Cartel. It wasn't Ice-T put the South Central Cartel
Yeah, y'all just
on,
came
or
out.
Ice Cube put this.
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
vouched for us. It was us by ourselves.
Right.
So, you know, like when Warren G came over to Def Jam, he had the whole Death Row. So they knew what to do. It was
Right.
already
They were
platinum
gonna
shit
mimic
cracking.
that.
Yeah, that's all they had to do.
You know what I mean? So with us, it was like these raw.
South
You know,
Central niggas
you
like
know what I mean? I remember Russell calling me when In Gas We Trust came out, like, man, how the hell y'all selling all these records? Russell Simmons called and said this shit. Like, how the hell y'all selling all these records? Because they knew they wasn't doing no hella promo.
They wasn't doing
shit.
no promo.
We never got
it.
radio
Wasn't, no.
play,
Got
none of
it,
that
right.
shit.
No,
It
y'all
was
didn't.
always street.
I heard y'all when I was young. I heard y'all maybe on the West Coast stations every now and then. Okay,
Every
you know what I'm
now
saying?
and
Every now and then. No, y'all wasn't in like heavy rotation like that.
Never.
Yeah, like you know the ones that was in
We
heavy
had
rotation.
one song that got radio play, which we had two songs that got radio play, which was "Gangsta Love."
Okay.
It played a lot on the IE station
99.1.
99.1, and then You Gets Clown would play on all stations. That got a decent amount of play, and way more play in other cities or states. Not never really got played here. That shit's crazy.
Politics. That don't make
I just
sense.
understand it. If
That
that
doesn't
song-
make
if that- it makes sense because when that song was getting played, it was on a West Coast based label.
Which one song?
You Gets Clown?
Right.
No, I'm saying it wasn't playing here.
But you mean you just Gangsta Love and You Just Clown didn't play in
Gangsta
LA?
Love and You Get they both play here, but we never got a lot
Oh
of
no,
play
not
here,
a lot.
is what I'm
But
saying.
when we went to Def
Gangsta
Jam,
Love
it was no
played
play
on,
like
yeah.
shit.
Got you,
Like,
got you, got
With
you.
Def Jam,
got
it
you.
was no play because we went to stations, and when they would go to the radio, we was like 10th in line. Play Redman, play Method Man, play EPMD,
Right.
play LL.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Right.
The politics, which like I say, throwing nobody. When we went on tour, I remember going on tour because you didn't go.
Right.
I remember going on that promotional tour, and everywhere we went, we had no SEC product. I had to sign Nas. We had to sign Nas flags to say, represent the South Central Cartel because
What
we
you
had
mean?
no product.
What you mean?
I mean, they put us on promotional tour with no promotional product.
Got you. Wow.
Which lets
That's
you
a waste
know
of time.
It wasn't
Basically,
priority. It wasn't priority. So
if they ain't gonna invest,
well, they invested. You got hella videos.
right, yeah.
That's pretty much what it. Okay, when we went to Def Jam, Russell was kind of on his way out the door with the Fat Form shit.
Okay.
So Russell wasn't there. Russell Simmons signed us directly. That's who signed us,
Right,
Russell,
right.
right? When we was over there, by the time we got our album, Russell was over here doing the Fat Form shit. And Leor Cohen was 100% damn near running the label. Russell still like, man, do this, Leor, do that, Leor. But really, Leor, day to day, him and Kevin Lyles and all them had began.
Okay.
Kevin Lyles was on promo tour with him back at that time. But, so we didn't have, Russell would call in to get shit done. But
he wasn't hands-on at the time.
Hands-on.
And he's the one that signed you guys.
And he signed us. You
So-
know what I mean? So it
And
was.
there probably wasn't no one else in Def Jam saying, yeah, do that.
Exactly.
wasn't. I know it
Exactly.
wasn't.
That's
So
what I was thinking.
That's a fact.
Because
That's a
he's the one that
He signed.
he signed you, so he's
And
the one that
Havoc
saw the
would
talent.
go to Russell. So he would ruffle feathers at Def Jam. Like, say, for instance, Russell tells somebody to do something and they don't do it,
No.
Havoc call and tell on them. So people would get mad. Like, why this motherfucker calling telling on us? So it made a lot of people working there kind of dislike the group.
Okay.
You feel what I'm
Okay.
saying? But that, you know, anyway, you know, our shit still did what it did.
Right.
You know, regardless.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I know it could have did double that
Yeah.
if we would have had
The
that push that
promotion.
we should have.
Mhm.
You feel me?
That's crazy.
You know,
Cause y'all was on one of the biggest labels in the game.
Especially at that time.
At that time.
It meant something just being on Def
Just
Jam.
being on Def Jam.
Just to say.
And you guys weren't just on it. You guys were.
We were signed directly
Y'all were.
to Def Jam.
You guys were doing numbers. You guys were like.
Numbers.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how we got the deal. Because our first album did numbers.
Got it.
Our independent album, South Central Madness, did numbers.
Got it.
We met Russell in Atlanta.
Got it.
Russell did the sound scan, pulled that scan, and was like, whoa, well, I don't know about y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Havoc approached him and got it cracked, you know,
Right.
opened up the door. And when he did his homework, he seen what he was. We got
Okay.
the deal.
Let me double back because we had talked about the Prodigy name. People like think you stole the name back in the day.
Right.
That's a story a lot of people, you know, that know about the game. You know what I'm saying? That a certain East Coast group, you guys had the same names. You know what I'm trying to say? What was that whole thing about? Because I remember reading about it and stuff like that. You know what I'm
And
trying to
I
say?
keep on saying, man, like, I have no damn idea. Like, I mean, you know, I'm going to sit here and, like I said before, and I always say, I have no, I guess it's a damn coincidence. I don't know how that shit happened.
That was some crazy shit.
I don't know how that shit happened. I done seen so many conspiracy theories on the internet
Right.
about how it happened.
And wasn't y'all around before then?
Yeah. Now, you know, some people go back and say, well, Prodigy was on this record and this. I'm like, if he was, bruh, I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't hear it. So
Right.
what I like to say is, Mobb Deep could have been Havoc and Prodigy, and first of all, them niggas even younger than us, a few years younger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They came out after. They
came
like,
out a couple of years
or something
after
like that.
we was already.
Yeah.
And we had been SCC before. Like I'm telling, like, dude, we didn't just get the deal when the record came out.
Right.
We've been grinding for years
Right.
before that. And I did a solo album as Prodigy just by myself.
Right.
Before the SCC, like how the hell y'all? So if I was all by myself, Prodigy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then Havoc was around. They was around.
So, I was just speaking to Prodigy about a certain platform that kind of insinuated, you know, that you guys kind of stole the name from.
Right.
You want to speak on that real quick, bro?
Yeah, man. I mean, if it's the same article,
That's the article I
did
read.
the critiquing of All Day Every Day,
Yeah.
and you know they gave us what? They
Say that one more time,
They gave us 3.5 mics for the All Day Every Day album,
Right.
which was decent.
That was decent.
Which, in the midst of, they said they took a couple of jabs.
Right. I remember the article. I
They took a
remember
couple of
all
jabs,
the
you
kids
know what I
reading that
mean?
shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
But, you
Yeah.
know, man, I don't give a damn how many jabs they take.
Right,
You know,
but
like,
3.5
you
stars
can't
ain't bad, though.
No, that was good.
That was
I
good.
accept that.
Yeah, no,
you know, but you can't change what the fucking facts are.
Right.
The facts are the facts.
Right.
We had records out first.
Right.
So, I mean, okay, so if y'all think we bit y'all names, I mean, goddamn. You know what I mean? We had records out first, and wasn't nothing nobody could do about it. That's why couldn't nobody else put out records under Havoc and Prodigy.
That's crazy.
Because we did it.
Right. I remember that. I remember that whole controversy.
And we didn't do it because somebody else had. You know, we was doing what we were doing.
Do you think that hurt y'all movement at the time?
What hurt our movement was just, you know, the whole
Lack of
situation that
promotion.
happened with Def Jam.
Right.
And I think, you know, at the time Mobb Deep was coming, and I mean, I think they would have came regardless.
Right.
Them niggas was dope.
Right.
Let's keep it a
That was
buck.
dope. My dick was
You know,
dope.
let's keep it a
It was
buck.
just the
It was a different thing from what we was doing.
Right.
You know, I'm like, I'm not trying to take nothing from them and what they did, but they can't take shit from us
Right.
and what we did.
Right.
You know, the difference
Right.
between them and us was they had 100% support from their company, and
Loud
we never
records.
ever had that.
Right.
Our whole career's been weird. You know what I mean? Like that. And I ain't shitting on nobody.
Right.
It's just the truth.
Right.
And we still managed to carve out our little niche, you know, regardless.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you got still work. A major factor in the game, but yeah, that
Could have been a bigger factor if
Exactly.
it would have been the push. Like, we sat back and watched, because, you know, we was good with 8 and good with Spice and good with certain West Coast artists, and we sat back and watched their labels pushed the fuck out of them. And we
Right.
was sitting here like, damn, we getting ours, but damn, it could be bigger.
Y'all the same.
Same
Same shit.
Same shit. It's just we don't have
that.
that push
Right.
that the other ones have. But you know, like I said once again, that was a long time ago.
Right.
I'm good.
You
know what
did
I
you
mean?
did you ever squash that with them before?
Mobb Deep?
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing to squash.
When none, oh,
But
okay.
we had the thing in Atlanta that happened in Atlanta.
What up?
You know what I mean? But I mean, that was the only time we ever really face to face.
Okay.
Seen them.
Okay.
You know,
that was the only time you seen
That
them
was in-
ever.
No, not ever.
Oh.
No, that's not true.
I mean, see, I said it wasn't nothing to squash, even though the beef wasn't mine. You know what I mean? It was
Okay.
my brother beef.
Right.
which
Right.
is
Right. Basically.
inherited, but you know what I'm saying. But in the end of the day, it was good entertainment, and I think Prodigy knew that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just think he knew it was good entertainment, and he used it.
He used
But
it.
see, SEC ain't with the entertaining. We ain't with the
Got it.
entertaining this game and
Because if
putting
it was a
ourselves.
problem,
See, it's gonna be a
Right,
all that LA shit that was going on, all them LA trips and LA shows,
Yeah.
if it
Different
was
situation.
really a problem,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been no LA shows.
Right.
Like real,
We
Right.
wasn't tripping.
Right.
it's just gonna handle different, and there ain't no need to entertain that if you know how to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to
I think niggas
entertain.
entertain shit they know ain't going nowhere.
Got
But
it.
feel me?
hypothetically,
Yes,
sir.
it was squashed in Atlanta when
Okay.
the shit happened. You know what I mean? It wasn't really, and I'm gonna say this is the thing that Prodigy spoke on when he got out of jail. He started talking all of a sudden about all kind of shit.
Came out with a book.
Yeah, and he
Mhm.
talked
Famous,
about
you know
all
what I'm
kind of shit. And he was doing an interview with what's your boy name, man? That be with Ebro.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Him,
The East Coast
the
dude,
white
the-
boy that be on Ebro
On the
show.
show with
Ebro in the
Ebro,
morning.
I got DJ Envy in my home, but I know it's not him.
Not Envy.
Not Envy.
What's that fool,
The
man?
Ebro show is Ebro,
I know
a
what you're talking about. I
girl,
don't
and
know
it's
his-
this
I can't-
guy.
Well, when they get us on their show, we remember.
At any rate, that dude, I can't believe I can't think of his name, but because he's big in the game.
Right.
But anyway, this guy was interviewing Prodigy,
Okay.
and in the midst of that interview, Prod was like, "Yeah, we seen him in Atlanta, and they was shook, and this, that, and the third."
Wow.
So you know, up to that point, I didn't give a damn.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't tripping on it, but you know, ain't no nigga finna sit here and say, "Oh, we seen him and they was shook." First of all, you dudes is children, man. We teenagers older than you dudes. You know what I mean at the time.
Yeah.
And, but so anyway, something happened in Atlanta. A little lightweight confrontation. Guru and Premier broke it up.
Wow.
You know, Guru grabbed us and Premier talked to them.
Wow.
Nothing happened.
Wow.
You know, later on we was all up in some suite, everybody up there, nothing happened.
They instigated it?
I will say they instigated it in a way.
Gotcha.
In a way. We standing there talking and 5 or 6 little dudes walk up. Little dudes. So I always say them niggas had balls to do that. You know, because they was little kids, practically. You know what I mean? But the point of the matter is,
Oh, shit.
man, I'm from fucking South Central LA, bruh.
Yeah.
Ain't no little bitty niggas finna scare me. So to sit here and tell me that I was shook because y'all approached us in the damn lobby of a hotel, what made us shook? And they had those little spears, little curve, you know them things they used to carry back in the day, them little spears.
Little cleaver machete.
They had
bags they
those
used to
little
carry.
things with them, bro.
Little blades or something?
Little
No, they
blades,
used to have
little,
like,
they used to walk around with these
Like them
things.
machetes that come out like the half moon.
But they small?
No, they
Okay,
machetes.
anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, they was
I'm thinking a
walking
hatchet.
around.
I know what you're talking about, though. Look, you know, walking around with them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That
So
was their
Those
MO.
vine cleavers.
I don't know what
That
it
was
was,
their
but you
MO,
know, that's
you
what
know.
they was, at that time, that's what they was walking around
Wow.
with. And they had them in, I think in a video, they had them in one of their videos. But anyway, so 5 or 6 little dudes walk up, and somebody walk up, not Prodigy or Havoc, but somebody else walk up and say, Pride, I want to introduce you to Pride. Prodigy, I want to introduce you to Prodigy.
Wow.
And what's funny is, somebody had already told me about him.
Okay.
Before, like a couple months before, because they was in Unsigned Hype in
Right.
the Source magazine.
Right.
So
They were pushing them tough. They were
We was
pushing them
already cracking, dude.
tough. Right?
So somebody walk up to me and say, Pride, you see this shit?
Yeah.
I'm like, psh, in my mind, I'm like, nigga, who is this?
Right.
But I ain't even give it no airtime. I'm
Right.
like, oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we already doing the shit. We already out here cracking with Jiggies, Clown, and Gangsta Love. I ain't even thinking about it.
Right.
South Central Madness is out probably by now.
Right. But you're not even entertaining.
I didn't even trip it.
Right.
But when they approached us, first, I'm like, oh, I heard of you niggas. I was in the magazine or some shit. That's why Prodigy say, they seen us in the unsigned hype and stole our name.
Right. That was the narrative.
That was
going
how
on.
he put it together.
Right.
But no, somebody told me that y'all niggas was in the magazine because we was already Havoc and Prodigy, and they like, nigga, you see this shit?
Wow.
But I just kind of like,
So
I
after-
shrugged it off.
So after Guru and Cream
It was a wrap as
Primo,
far as we was concerned.
It was over.
But through the years, it done been little jabs here.
Prodigy was
jabs
known for his little jabs and his little
Yeah,
bars.
I
Rest in
didn't even
peace.
know
He
the
was-
dude
he was
had.
a great MC. you
Yeah, I
rest
didn't
in
know
peace,
he
but-
had even dissed me in a record until your boy, what's that fool name on the internet, man, that did that?
Carosino.
Carcino
The YouTube
brought it
dude.
up again. Yeah,
YouTube
Carcino
dude.
Get
brought it
choked
up
when we see you.
again.
That's a nigga new name.
Right.
Get choked when we see you.
You know what I mean? And in the midst of his little tirade, he
Yeah.
played a little bit where he
Oh shit.
Prodigy is my protege or protege, some
I
shit.
remember that. I remember that.
I had never even heard
I
it.
remember that. I remember
You feel
that. I
me?
remember that though.
So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
man, at the end of the day, and I done been to New York and I done seen Prodigy in New York and nothing happened to me.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Look, this is the thing, man, because rest in peace to Prodigy.
Of
I
course.
only, you know, it's a rap.
I
So,
hate
you
to
know,
talk about
it's
this shit.
Yeah.
really a
yeah.
dead deal.
Right.
But the point of the matter is, man, if it was a problem, we couldn't have been in New York and they couldn't have been in L.A. Because we got niggas in L.A. too.
Got it.
And they got niggas in New York. So the point is, nothing never happened from it.
Right.
It just was a big enigma, like how that name thing happened.
Right, because you got two sets of real niggas and nothing ever
Exactly.
happened. Like, you put that together, that let you know it wasn't never no drama.
But
Right.
for the record, we ain't never really trip on that unless somebody over there says something and we heard about it. Like, it was a few
Right.
times where people told us that certain shit was said
Right.
by that camp.
Right.
And it got back to us. And of course we gonna get pissed off about it, because
course.
at the end of the day, I mean, we wasn't really here to rap on records.
Right.
If niggas got problems, we can meet up in the park, nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's the fucking rapping on records thing about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it never happened. So,
Right.
you know, 40 Glock was with Mobb Deep for a long time.
Sure was.
I produced 40 Glock damn near the whole first album.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you know. You know, 40 Glock, that was my nigga.
Ain't two prime producers, gang of niggas
Wow.
on this West Coast.
That was my 40 Glock was
niggas
my
don't know.
nigga before he was with Mobb.
Speak on
Before that.
some of the people. Okay. You a lot of information. That's crazy, dude. So you produced 40 Glock.
I produced a lot of that
While he
first
was-
album. The
Spice-
Jackson-
my-
He don't like saying that shit. My brother, a humble dude. You know
I
what
mean,
I
I
mean?
done done songs
Spice,
for certain niggas.
I mean, it's a gang of niggas. I can just name a gang of niggas, but half the West Coast and rapped on this nigga beats if he didn't produce for him. Like, you know.
I didn't even know he produced y'all records till today. That's
Come on, man,
crazy.
this is one of the this is the
Yeah.
most underrated West Coast
niggas,
producer.
I don't
right
really
here.
push the,
Yeah, I agree.
Most underrated.
I don't talk
agree.
much about the producing. I just do what I do. You know, and I've
Right.
always been more or less just going along doing our stuff.
I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
The Young Murder Squad album he produced. My albums he produced.
The Young
Most of the
Murder-
Murder Squad album he produced. Probably, man, come on, man.
Wow.
This guy, every soundtrack we didn't have, whatever, he did it. Like,
So he made you pick up the pen.
yeah, I mean, I used to be in elementary school, bruh, 3rd, 4th grade, rapping against fools.
Yeah.
With this nigga lyrics. They used to be like, you didn't write that? Your
Yeah.
brother, because he was already known, like, your brother wrote that.
Yeah,
You
it
know
couldn't have
what I'm
been
saying?
you.
But yeah, I mean, of course I picked up the pen because of my, you know,
Right.
different styles and the shit, you know, that you get, which is a lot of this hip hop, man. You know, you can't deny where this shit, you know, arose from, and you know, it's a lot of different acceptance over there, like to be stylistically different. Where we come from, it's like, this is the box, nigga.
Gangsta rap.
Step outside this box, we either finna label you or something, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
that, like, even if you is this nigga, you do something different.
Right,
We
right.
finna clown you for it. It's just a stigma to come with it. But
So they would think he would write your verses.
oh man, yeah. I mean, they would think I stole his verses. You know what I mean? But I did. I used to be stealing his verses. I mean, they knew the motherfuckers was way better than a third, fourth grader gonna be busting. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I used to do that. Of course, though. My brother's my first. My brother and my cousin have the rhyme son. They're my first man. Cause them cats like hands down. He probably don't like me saying hands down. Ain't no West Coast nigga, whoever. I put him against my brother. I bet he still got the hottest rap. Still. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care what nigga you go get. It's no disrespect. I don't go get the top upper echelons. I bet my brother still round one with him.
Yeah, he snapped. He snapped. Your brother snapped, bro.
He say that, but if any nigga come at us like our crew like that, he gonna be the nigga.
He gonna be the one
It ain't gonna be me.
The point I'm making is that niggas gripe about niggas, but producer rapper, man, ain't nobody. No producer rapper better than my brother.
I kind of gotta, man, that's gotta be in the conversation now.
Producer rapper, you bring me a producer.
I
I don't
agree
give
with
a
you
fuck
like
how
an
much
MC.
fame a nigga had off of that shit. No
Right.
producer rapper can fuck with my brother.
Dope, bro. No, hey, you mentioned the East Coast rappers. Which East Coast rappers influence you? I'm gonna ask you the same thing, Pride. Give me a second, like, you know, which
man.
artist?
Like, off top, Rakim. Like, we could move that out the way. Rakim, he God MC. Boom, we move that out the way. But, shit, I used to like Cool G rap. I'm Kwame, man. We was just talking Granddaddy IU, Father MC. It's just different dudes, special ed. It ain't no same type of dudes.
I like that same.
Craig G, Master Ace. It's like,
Oh,
it's
you
a
know your
plethora.
hip hop.
Come on,
Okay,
bro.
this is
It's a
Craig
plethora.
G.
It's a plethora of and they didn't have to be the upper echelon dudes.
Just spit.
Rappers. You know what I mean? Daddy O, like, man. I used to love Stetsasonic, like just niggas who could rap, bro.
That's crazy. You a West Coast South Central nigga.
To my heart. You know what I mean? To my heart. But see, this game ain't just about where I'm from.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's about everywhere, and you got to be willing to open that up. And you know what I'm saying? They got to let us out the box. But it's hard to let this gangster shit out the box because it's so protected. It's so many rules and so protected with what we supposed to do and how we supposed to move. You know what I mean? To where, you know.
Right, certain it kind of creates a stereotype,
a box,
basically.
And even if it's stunting your growth, trying to stay in that box.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes it was a point in time on the West Coast when that box needed to be expanded, and we got
stuck on that
same. You know what I mean? We got stunted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like Kendrick, like dope as he is. It's like it's fucked up that he's an exception.
Right.
When I know it's more of him out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of him. It's a lot of dudes who got that spit, who got that different mind, that articulation to say it different and to connect with you in a different way. But it's kind of not allowed. And if he was, and I think it was so cold, and I could be wrong, but if he wasn't vouched by the G's. It probably would have been harder for him too.
I'm not gonna say it wouldn't have worked, but I agree with you. It wouldn't have been as easy.
It made it faster. His ascension was fast
because the hood accepted.
They told you. They told you.
This our little home.
Exactly. This who we vouching. So y'all.
Exactly.
So basically,
and also,
if they didn't have that cosign here, I think it would have been a little harder too.
He still would have popped the fuck.
I think he would have.
I do. The way he popped off and how he popped off, it probably would have been a little harder because even at the same time, these little niggas, these kids in the street ain't saying their favorite rapper is Kendrick, and he body all these niggas in the game right now. So it's like, you know what I mean? Even though he got in, did he affect and did that?
I think
it's an exception.
I think he's the hybrid. Everybody like Kendrick. The youngsters fuck with him. And everybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he got enough hood in his shit to keep it going.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he also is a mirror for people. And most young motherfuckers, excuse me if I'm cussing too much. Most young people, the mirror stunts the turn up. If you gotta look in the mirror and watch yourself do dope, it's kind of probably be hard. You know what I mean? Get in the mirror and just drink yourself till you stupid and just slur it. It'll probably be harder.
That's some deep.
You feel me? So what Kendrick do a lot, he's a mirror for people. That's why he's so you know what I mean, needed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say he's an exception, because to have too many mirrors out there is detrimental to the turn up.
And when you say
you can't have fun, you're too busy self-correcting.
look at the fun funny shit though. So when you say Kendrick, for instance, ain't people's favorite rapper, like for a long time, I think YG was like.
I didn't say he ain't their favorite rapper. It's like saying. Remember, I used to love MC Hammer back in the days. Never told nobody. Back in the days, I would never tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't tell. Hammer, my rapper.
Hey, I
do what I want to do. Say what I want to say. Live how that was dope. That was lyrics. Bars, spit. He was flowing. He flowed that. Man, come on, man. I was like, Hammer got skill set. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't tell nobody. And that's what it's kind of like for these kids. It's like you're trying to live up to the culture, to everything that's culture shocking. You know what I'm saying? When Kendrick say, bitch, be humble, he's saying it so you can understand. But did you get the message?
Right.
He's saying, bitch, be humble so you can turn up and party.
Right.
But did you get the message?
This way you're doing it is different opposed to some of these other rappers.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
they gonna talk about is the real aggressive,
that's what makes him the
simple-minded
exception.
lyric of what's happening.
But he's saying it's a lot more Kendrick. You know, it's a lot more Kendricks out there. But like you said earlier, it's the box that they put, especially a West Coast rapper in. You know what I'm
And they
trying
can
to say?
say what they want to say. Like we said, the box had to vouch the exception.
Yeah. The box had to say, listen to this.
Exactly.
This guy
Or
right
listen
here.
to him.
Okay,
Straight
Prod,
up.
your top MCs, my man.
That shit, he named them. I mean, Rakim is my favorite on the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, we was talking about East Coast.
My
'cause it's a
favorite on the
Oh, yeah.
my
We
favorite
go
on the
West Coast, too.
is Ice Cube. My favorite from the South is Scarface. I guess levels to this shit. You know what I mean? But I'm not finna go down the list. I mean, back in the day, I was banging Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, EPMD. You know what I mean? Like that's them and KRS-One. That was my rotation.
Okay.
And of course, I was into the X Clans and the Public
X-Clan.
Enemies and whatnot.
So you was heavy into the East Coast rappers too,
Oh
huh?
man, of course, because when I came up, that's what was cracking.
Yeah, it was, bro.
You know what I mean? The kind of rap we had over here early on until NWA dropped, man, it was different.
Right,
And I used to like LA Dream Team and all them
Me too.
I ain't
It's
friends
in
with
the
them.
house.
Breeze and shit.
Breeze
was hard,
was
man.
dope.
Breeze was one of the
Breeze was dope.
lyricists that I used to look up to.
Breeze was slept on. King T slept on.
King
to
T,
me. There's,
King T.
It's cats
But-
from over here that
King T.
slept on. Ice T too.
Oh, I love that. See,
I
come
honestly
on.
feel like if you don't
Come
know
on.
East Coast rap, then you might not have a true love for hip hop.
Why you say that?
Because you pretty much gotta know it. Because East Coast rap come with so many of the technical things of what hip hop is.
Fundamentals.
Exactly. You feel me?
Right.
And it's like going to play football, but all you learned how to do was run. If you didn't learn how to catch,
How to
nigga,
run
you don't got
routes.
all the skills. Exactly. got
But
the
you
skills.
gotta understand that today they don't give a damn
No,
about none of that.
see, I'm only speaking for the people who want to hear this. Like you can't
They
speak to
don't
people.
give a damn about none of that.
I agree with both of you guys on everything. They don't give a damn about it nowadays on the whole.
On the whole.
But it needs the narrative needs to be changed, like he is saying, because it's needed. Like you can't have all this
Shit,
shit.
know it.
You can't have all this stuff that's under par, and then you got one or two dudes that lyrically are up to par.
And then
Like,
one or two dudes will know the skill set of what real West Coast rap is. We're going to take J. Cole and Kendrick. They know
They
what
know.
real West Coast rap is, to the point to where if they wanted to do that, skill set could do it.
Right.
South music, skill set could do it.
Right,
East Coast rap, skill set could do it. You know, once niggas start stepping outside of that box,
losing that audience.
yeah, they scared. That's a fear. You have a fear.
losing their core
Yeah,
audience.
it's scary.
Oh, he's doing something different.
You know what I mean? A fall from success is scary, no matter what form of success you get it in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Be academically great, then go somewhere and now you academically stupid.
Right.
You that fall from your being smart and everything, you gonna feel that. It's gonna
Right.
affect you. How do you bounce back from that? How do you reinvent yourself? Or do you say, no, I'm gonna stay the same way? And no, don't reinvent myself, then I mean you're gonna if what you was didn't hang with where you ended up being, meaning 20 years to now.
Okay.
What you was don't move right now. You got to reinvent yourself as you. Reinvent yourself, not reinvent what you know what you believe in and who the core of you, but reinvent your entertainment.
Your delivery.
You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
all that shit right now in the game is we watching we watching everything we don't like happen.
Yes.
Without a answer to it, without at least a try to it. All we got is statements on what we believe or what we think. But you got to get out there and do it. Like do it, fail at it, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I believe skill set, man. Skill set is what's the only thing that's gonna keep hip hop alive.
Right, I agree. You need that Coke to the Pepsi or that Pepsi to the Coke, whatever, because you got that. You got the commercial stuff, but you need the real hip hop. I don't give a damn.
And I mean, and it's out there. It's
It's
just
out there. Yeah,
people ain't
yeah.
listening to the shit.
Yeah, and you're right about that, Pride. Like, and that need to change. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
definitely.
yeah, that need to change.
It won't. I'm just be honest, it won't, because it's the mirror.
I mean, dude, this is the first time.
The party people gonna always be the party people.
That's true.
They gonna always come. It's gonna always be a group of, you know what I mean, a lifestyle that's gonna always be that.
But
So
look at it like this, though, man. Like, you know how we could, like, back in the 90s, there was an underground, right?
Right.
You could pop off, like SEC, we was popping.
Right.
We didn't have radio, but we wasn't commercially successful.
Right.
We was underground to the core, right?
that's what's gonna keep hip hop alive. It ain't about knocking the evolution of what's going on, because we always had our so-called MC Hammers in the game. You know what I'm saying? And I even hate to say that about Hammer, because like I said, I admitted he was one of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying?
I never knew that.
I mean, you gotta think though, before I started fully, letting, I had the hip hop. I was doing the hip hop dancing, and I had my, street nigga, but I was just into it. Nigga. I used to do housing and all that shit.
Oh,
it is what it is. Break dancing. You start off break dancing, it's just singing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Show hip hop.
I used to be a tagger. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. I went through the whole. I think, like I say, I was fortunate enough to be raised in the era of hip hop, where hip hop was teaching us. You know what I mean? It was allowing us to venture to the East Coast without having to be there. The stories was there. You know what I mean? Listening to Crucial Conflict tell the struggles about Chicago and shit. You know what I mean? It's just when you hip hop, your ear is for all that.
Yeah.
When you in that box, your ear is just for that box. The disrespect is to a lot of other things that ain't like you. It's that separation. You know what I mean? It's just that segregation, that separation that was always built in us and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just think, man, just skill set, man. Just get your skill set. It's okay. It's okay to be able to rap different.
You had said something about your top. East Coast MCs. Who are some of your top West Coast MCs? I think you probably spoke on Young Pride.
Man, like off top of my brother, like, cause that'd be a lie if I didn't say him, like him and my cousin, because that's where it started at. But my top West Coast MCs, man, that's a hard one. And shit. With no hesitation, Corrupt, bro, like Corrupt.
Okay.
Like, I ain't got many, man.
Okay.
I don't got many, man.
Yeah, Corrupt had bars.
He
still got bars.
I don't got many.
But when in that Death Row era, I don't know, man. Corrupt was probably
it's not
running almost the most vicious.
Yeah, he was. Ain't no
almost.
almost.
The whole game.
Yeah, I know.
For that time, that window in time,
in that window in time, he was. Only other nigga, like, and this is a whole other spectrum, only other nigga who was rap holding down just my heart, like nigga really killing, was Andre 3000 at the time. Only other nigga, Outkast, that boy, they was killing it. Killing it. 96 Outkast was killing it.
I just
killing it, man. You know what I mean? Killing it.
I just seen Charlemagne say, people sleep on Big Boy. They like, if people think Big Boy wasn't damn near just as vicious.
I ain't say that. I was just...
No, I ain't saying you said. I'm saying, I think a lot of people don't give Big Boy no props.
I agree.
Boy was
he hard.
just as
Big Boy
vicious.
Every time
I never felt like when... After Andre got off, I never felt like nothing fell off.
Outkast together was Outkast together is man.
Yeah, that Southern Playalistic, you on the whole.
Like them apart ain't my greatness. I don't like Andre by himself or Big Boy, but together, Outkast. But Corrupt, man. Like, I don't got many West Coast niggas I look up to on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Corrupt. Yeah, he was
Corrupt.
In that era, he may have been the most vicious, man.
I think he probably was the most.
He was saying some ridiculous shit.
And then I like CPO too.
Boss Hog.
Boss Hog.
You know what?
Boss Hog.
God forgive me, man, because of course, Boss Hog, my nigga, I had to cross my heart on that nigga, man. That nigga's a
with that boys.
Them lyrics, bro.
Them lyrics.
He did one with us, homie. did one with
Probably
us,
the dopest
man.
West Coast rap ever
Bruh.
fucking spit, bro.
We got one called the Face in the Blast.
Yeah.
Face, is it Face,
Face
and
in the Blast. Face in the Blast. Last
all
thing you
see
gonna
is
see.
my face and
The
the
Blast.
blast.
Last thing you gonna see, motherfucker.
Man,
Oh, man.
dude, the rap, the lyrics,
He's underrated.
The bar.
Prodigy having a hard time
dude, the
explaining that
lyrics
shit.
and
This is the dopest West Coast rap ever wrote, bro.
Oh, yeah.
lyrics
You
on
gotta
that
show me the
shit
link.
right
You gotta show
there.
me the link, bro. You gotta show me the link to that.
The
stuff.
nigga said he's so smooth or wait, so sly he can remove the stank off of shit. Bars. I'm talking about the shit he said in that rap. Like,
What
nigga,
song is that on?
it's a song called Face and the Blast.
Face and the Blast.
Did that come out on the Merc Scott album?
I don't know
I
if
don't
it's
think-
floating around.
It's
It
probably
might-
I
on
don't know. It's
Spotify.
not. Face
It
in the
might
Blast
not
ain't
be.
on no social
If
media.
it ain't on YouTube,
No.
it's not out.
No, no,
It
no.
will be.
Face in the Blast ain't on no
Oh, I
social
got
media.
all that shit.
I was just about to say that.
I'm
about to
This
say
nigga, I mean, that just, man, yeah, that song, that verse make me happy, homie. That's how dope that shit is.
His voice always was ridiculous to me. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and I like from the
Barry
first,
White.
from the Ballad of a Menace, from
Yeah,
then
his
to,
album, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I used to, man,
Capital
I was
Punishment,
into that shit.
man,
The DOC,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, come
yeah,
on, man, we
yeah.
can go on and fucking on.
That's the thing, though. When you give my Corrupt, hands down, my nigga,
All right,
man,
all
rock,
right.
man.
But yeah, Corrupt.
Hands down,
Yeah.
he rock.
Okay, two more. Shit, we done covered a lot, my man. I appreciate you guys for coming down here and fucking with Dub CNN. And you already know it's an open door policy with you guys, man. Two more questions. How was it growing up in South Central? Like, you know,
When I grew up in South Central,
Yeah.
it was crucial as fuck.
I
I grew up when the shit was real.
right.
Like, I mean, it's still real. Don't get me
Right,
wrong, but I'm
right,
talking
right.
about it was really real.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the 90s,
Right.
through the late 80s, all the way through the 90s, man, you literally couldn't damn walk down the street.
A lot of people don't believe
You
it
know
was
what I
like
mean?
that because the way they see it
Because of
now.
And he grew up in his own era, but me,
I mean,
he caught some of my era too. But I'm
Right.
saying,
yeah,
Right.
I don't know. Like growing up as a kid, I just remember, you know, it was what it was as a kid. Before us, when it got into the streets, I mean, nigga was one of the terrorizers, so I don't know the other side. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's like being a nigga getting terrorized, because me and my homies
but
was
see,
out there
you know how that
terrorizing.
is when you grow up in it. You're in it.
You're a part
And
of it.
even though it's crucial,
Yeah.
you know how to navigate.
Yeah.
Because we grew
And
up
I
in
had
it.
four brothers to do it before
You know
me.
what I
I'm,
mean?
I'm the last of the family, you know what I mean? So I
Right.
had four brothers to go through it before me. So by
Right.
the time
So
we
you
got to
already
me,
know
I
how
was
you gonna
already
maneuver and shit,
I was-
yeah.
yeah.
So you grew up in South. For those that don't know, South Central.
Man, I grew
Especially
up
in
in South Central.
South
West
Central,
Side.
LA.
I'm an East Side baby now, but I was on the West Side for a minute.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's why within the SCC, man, you know, I don't know. I ain't never heard the murmurs or the whispers, but we ain't never had issues
Right,
with
right.
that. With the studio gangster shit and all of the fake LA niggas, because every nigga in the SEC was in the streets.
Right.
You know
I
what
mean,
I
you
mean?
can tell by the music.
Yeah, you know,
Like, for real.
For real in the streets
For real.
doing what they was doing.
Right,
So
right.
we never had to fucking justify or prove nothing to nobody, because
Right.
niggas knew.
Right.
They knew us. You know what I mean? So we didn't, when I was a kid, they called me Head. You know,
Okay.
it wasn't Prodigy.
Okay.
When these niggas see me, that's what they call me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was out there doing what I was doing.
Right,
You know
right,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
Not justifying it or making it like it was some good shit. You know, you do what you gotta do.
Right.
You feel me?
Now, so tell me a little bit about, like you had mentioned how it was in the late 80s, 90s, and all that. A little bit how, you know what I'm saying? Give the people a little bit of glimpse into how fucked up it was.
I mean, man, you know, this is in the era, man, when I think my era, the 90s, LA was the murder capital.
Yep.
This is when LA was the murder capital. So, you know, the area that when I was a younger guy, I grew up like 2 blocks from Freeway Rick. Freeway Rick lived 2 blocks from me. I lived
Okay.
on 89th and Figueroa.
Okay.
Freeway-
What neighborhood is
That's Hoover
Hoovers.
Hood.
Okay, that's Hoovers.
Hood.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha,
that's
gotcha.
94 Hoover.
Gotcha.
Actually.
That's where Rick from, right?
I don't know if Rick from no particular gang,
But that's where
the
he
crew
came up
that- yeah,
from,
He
yeah.
was always surrounded by Hoovers,
Hoovers,
from
right,
what I remember.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I was, so I was doing what I was doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say nothing to go deep into it.
Right.
But I was doing what I was doing. I was always chasing paper.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I grew up in it, and my street was very, very, very active.
Gotcha.
Very active with the gang banging,
Gotcha.
with the hustling.
Gotcha.
It was very active on my street.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I mean, guns fights and fish fights and everything. And then I moved to the east side on 87th Street.
Okay.
And it was very, very, very active. So what I'm saying, I've been surrounded by this shit my whole life. And it's been very, very crucially active with the shits. Yeah. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? I'm not, like I said, I ain't justifying nothing. I just grew up around niggas that will fucking hurt you.
I know.
And that's what I grew up with. That's what he grew up with.
Right.
But for me, and people meet me, and I'm very cool and mellow. Because I done seen it all, bro.
Yeah. You don't need to show them that side.
You would never know that I done seen it, and I can snap on your ass.
Exactly.
But because I got a high tolerance, long as you talking from over there.
Right.
You know, as long as you're not close to me, where you can do something to me.
Right.
Yeah, as long as you ain't in my area, we good.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we grew up we grew up poor as fuck.
Right.
Yeah,
Didn't have shit.
Shit poor.
You know what I mean? So, the worst of it we've seen. The worst of it. Think about the worst, and we've seen that shit.
Right. That's why they gonna be having
that rap shit saved our lives.
Yeah.
Got you.
And a lot of other people's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Definitely. Because if we wasn't rapping,
they all wouldn't have been.
Some people probably wouldn't have made it through life like shit. Like,
if I didn't have this rap shit, bro, I'd probably be, I don't know where I might not be. Might be
like
in jail somewhere, might be down in the dirt.
Wow.
Maybe.
People talk a lot though.
Because that's the life.
But I like it always goes saying, I like to say this about the Central Cartel myself. It's like 20, 25, 30 years in the game, right?
30.
You ain't heard nobody say them niggas did some fucked up shit to me.
Nope.
You ain't never heard nobody say we whooped them niggas ass.
Nope.
You ain't never heard nobody just say anything back, because that ain't never what we gave out there. No matter how we moved or how you saw us, we never portrayed to be nothing less than what we was, so we didn't have to get the fakeness of niggas testing the souls. Even though niggas test the souls a lot. Niggas test the souls, but what I'm saying for us is game. Rappers don't get through this shit talking about they real niggas and you didn't hear something.
Right.
Everybody done got socked in the eye in this motherfucker. They socked me in the eye, you know what I mean? On my breath, that's what I'm just saying. All these niggas have been socked in the eye. Somebody to hit them, and I'm just it ain't no knock, but I'm just saying when you keep your shit you and just you, we didn't have nothing to prove.
And I think we've been, because of our whole get down, because of when you watch the video and how aggressive we look, that kind of in a way hurt us in ways. Because people was kind of scared to be around us.
That's what I'm gonna do, because this is what we doing, right?
Right.
But when you find out this ain't what you doing, then okay, let me pull back, because I might be threatening, without even doing nothing, just in my own presence, just, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, we did carry some dangerous company. Like, the homies is dangerous because they not rapping. They not rapping. Like, you know what I mean? They gangbangers. They off the block. They opportunists.
We ain't never been,
He said they opportunists.
we ain't never been good at kissing ass.
Right.
You know, and to hang around certain cliques and certain dudes, you gotta know how to ball wash. And we don't do that.
Because I never understood that. I never understood a nigga that supposed to be hood like me not handling himself.
Right.
I'm not the dude that you can see. Which they taught me, like my older brothers. You don't come back and say, nigga beat me up. You know what I'm saying? You don't come back, nigga took my chain. Niggas, what you do?
What did you do afterwards?
Yeah, like, so it's like, that's what it is. So it's like, if you got, like I say, niggas from the street that ain't rapping, of course we all rap niggas got them. But we got to remember, our homies is opportunists.
Got it.
So when that opportunity meets you, conduct yourself, because you're on your record, you're saying gangsta this, gangsta that, hood this, hood that, whatever, nigga this, nigga that. So handle yourself. And if that go wrong, hey, my nigga, your homies came with the bullshit. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or before it go on, like, hold on, nigga, let a nigga know.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't never been a nigga, say, like, niggas be like, nigga, where you from? I be like, nigga, I don't bang, nigga, but this east side, though.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, never be afraid to let a nigga know who you are.
Right.
And if you gotta drop a name to not get your head stumped in, drop that name, nigga.
Real shit.
You better know some
That
You
name,
better know.
that name might save your life, my
Ooh,
nigga.
for real.
Drop that name. You ain't no
For
buster because you
real.
don't drop that name.
For
You
real.
get beat up. I got homies
For
that got
real.
shot like that behind, you know, nigga. You fuck nigga, let nigga know you know my brother.
Yes,
let nigga
sir.
know who you, nigga,
Yep.
so you can
Yep.
get maneuver, nigga.
Yep. I've seen that too.
So, but that's what it is.
That'll get a nigga through. Nigga, for real.
But it's just, man, you gotta, man, come on, man. Just be a real
So,
nigga
you know,
with
we
this shit,
just,
real
you
to
know,
yourself.
when we grew up in South Central, man, when it was rough and
Rough.
rugged.
Got it.
And you know, and we didn't talked about it in these records. The niggas don't believe that shit real, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Life is what it is. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
But you know, shit's good.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Shit's good. Hell, shit's
Okay.
great.
Shit real good. Evaded prison,
You
evaded
know, we
gunshots,
still
all
here.
that shit.
Exactly.
You
We
know what
still
I'm saying?
floating through.
Exactly.
You know
and
what
that
I mean?
what you just said too. Okay, lastly, my man, let's tell the fans about all the new stuff you got going on. Cause I'm a big thing about promoting the now too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The stories is great, but nigga, just tell everybody where they can go, see the videos, hear the music, listen,
Right.
hear, get this hands on firsthand. And any last thoughts?
Man, right now, man, basically, man, what's going on is, man, we got our hood good music, and we just dumping all our shit. Right now, we got, as we said at the beginning, we got To the West, you know what I mean? We got the Prodigy Project about to drop very soon. We got another joint that's finna drop called South Central Cartel Presents The Camp. That's dropping. We got at least 3 on Young Pryor in various titles,
Okay.
because he done so many, man, in the last few years. We just putting it all out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm just cleaning out the catalog. I don't know if it's gonna ever be another full throttle South Central Cartel album. I don't know if
Gotcha.
we're gonna make another whole
We're gonna come
album.
with the merchandise, though. We finna
And
start
we're gonna do the
merchandising,
documentary.
Oh, I'm looking
telling
forward
the
to
whole
that.
game.
I'm looking forward to
All
that.
our
Oh
whole career,
yeah.
All the
man,
shit
you
we
know,
ain't
all
tell
the
y'all.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
Looking
mean?
forward to that. That's gonna be all.
So man, if you want anything South Central Cartel, man, if you Google that, you're gonna find it. If you Google Big Prodigy, Prodigy Hood, you know what I mean? That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that.
Man, just Google me. Young Pride, Cali Pitts. Google
Young
me.
Pride Cali Pitts. You know what I'm saying? Any last words, y'all?
Man, as we always do, man, we just want to send peace and love to the people that stay strong with the SEC. You know what I mean? The people that don't fall off. You know what I mean?
Man, like he said, don't fall off. The people that don't fall off, I don't got much more
Don't
to say,
fall
you know
off
what
the
I mean?
cliff. You feel me?
When you fall off, you fucked up. But, you know, the realest that done it, man. Just 100.
Yes, sir.